Okay, Gospel Guitarist here again with another video on the G-Force tuner from Gibson, actually from Tronicle, but labeled as Gibson. What I want to do today is try to cover how would I go about restringing my guitar, and I guess I should talk just a little bit about the actual tuning pegs, if I can get this thing lined up. It's probably going to be blurry and out of focus, I guess, but anyway, if you look at the tuning pegs, there is a slot through the top of them, and what you do is you run the end of the string, cut it about 1.25 inches past the post, and then come back with the tip of the string and run it down the center of the post inside that hole down in the middle, if you can see on my D string there, and then wrap the string around the upper flange, which I did not do, and then there's this little split on the ridge flange where you can hold the string and get it down underneath the flange on the bottom part of the post, which is how you're supposed to wrap them. So you would go into the hole and then wrap it around the top of the flange and then go down underneath the flange. Once you get it that far, you're going to want to initiate your auto string winding. So you're going to push 3 times the on button and then push enter twice. And it's going to sit there and flash with the red E, waiting for me to go up. If I push up, I can wind the string up. If I go down, I wind the string down manually. Now, you can sit here and mess with this, and then when it turns yellow, you're going to be close to the tuning. So right there is yellow, and it automatically just nudged it just a hair and went to the next string. Now it's ready for A. So I'm pretty close. I only threw my guitar out of tune just a little bit because I was already set up. So I'm wanting to do this as quick as possible so the video ain't a mile long. So now it's messing with the D. So as you can see, I'm not doing anything with the up and down controls. The tuner has automatically shifted itself into tuning mode for me. So I didn't have to get out of the up and down mode, or what they like to call up and down, tuning up and down individual string mode. It'll just jump right into tuning mode for you and move from one string to the next, as you can see. So now I'm in tune. Now I was playing an E chord, but so that's the procedure to. So once again, really quick, to get this thing into where you can get your strings off. Like mine shipped with 9s, I said in the last video, so I needed to figure out how to get them off. So on 3 times, go over to the center, hit enter 2 times, and it goes into your up and down mode, so per string. So if I broke the 4th string, I can use my left and right arrow to get to the 4th string, which is D. And then I can push the up and down arrow and loosen the string and then remove it and put a new one on. Okay, so you can use the left and right, bounces from string to string. Up and down will move whatever string you're set to manually wind and unwind the string. You're not supposed to use the tuners with your fingers when this unit is turned on. Now if you turn it off, then you can use it normally. I don't like to do that. It just doesn't feel right, so I just use this mode. That's all there is really to retuning the system. The next video will be on calibrating it and seeing what other steps you should do to set this up before you start just easily playing and retuning with it. So once you get done, you can just shut it off, or well, it'll shut itself off once it gets everything in tune. So that was the big hump for me, was okay, these tuning pegs look funny, and I was used to this, they're like a Fender style, and they're almost a self-locking type of mechanism. So I have mine strung up a little bit different than what they said, but I didn't have the manual to go through yet. I just figured from years of experience, I want my string down on the post. So I put it down on the post. And it's fine for E-tuning. If I start doing crazy things like drop C, the strings may not stay locked in. So I would recommend to wrap it once around the top of the flange before you go under it, and wrap the rest. And you should only get 2 wrappings at most on your peg. These are very similar to locking tuners. You don't have to do a lot of winding of your string here. As a matter of fact, the more winds you get on the peg, the more you're going to stress the system, and the tuners are going to burn out. So that's probably why people are replacing tuners or ripping the whole thing off, because it don't work. And you can't string this like a normal guitar. So you have to string it the way it needs to be strung, and that's why I did the video. So I hope you found this all helpful. And still, the jury's still out. So until the next video, I'll talk to you later.